Good morning. Wednesday, May the 27th, 2020. And I thought to myself, I've got to get up early because I want the tranquil feeling. See that? There. That is sunrise because it's a bit early. And there is so much to unpack here that I felt I needed this long run in order to not necessarily clear anything out, just kind of build upon what I've got so that it comes out and it crosses over the barrier of understanding without you being too confused. So I'm going to be saying a few things here, and they could be seen as controversial, they could be seen as paradoxical, they could be seen as breaking the rules, but that all ties in to what I'm about to say. So, sitting on the fence, it's okay. It's really okay to sit on the fence. You know, like if you ever get into a debate and you get into an argument, you're either one side or the other. You're binary. And you've got your polar opposites of argument. And it could get heated, right? But you might be on the fence. And you're pushing yourself towards an opinion that you thought you didn't agree with because the other person that you're arguing with, so imagine that there's two people having the debate, they're actually there putting forward a very good case for you, and then you start sitting on the fence, and then you feel that it's no good to sit on the fence. That's down to your perception. That really is down to your integral inertia, you know, like the beginning part, the startup of your feelings, and that all runs on emotion, and then the emotion will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the ego will explode, and then you're left with a lot of undecisive and irrational decisions. So why is it good to sit on the fence? Because it's uncomfortable, and whenever there is an uncomfortable feeling, you're going to want to get a bit more comfortable. So you're going to do your best rationally to get a bit more comfortable. So whatever way that you come off that fence, that's going to be your comfort, but you have to decide real hard. So that brings me on to the next point of focusing. Now, what does focus mean? There is like an abbreviated description of that. So focus is follow one course until successful. Now, there's a lot of baggage with that because successful people have followed one course, right? Now, what happens when you follow that course and you are monomaniacal on that course? As in, you do not care about anything else. You are pretty talented in different areas, but you found ways to leverage that out and outsource that out, and you've given up that time where you could have committed. You've given it to someone else. So you've done your due diligence and you've done so well in focusing on that one course of action. Then the pandemic hits, and you being a fitness instructor only because you focused on that one course has dissolved. So what do? What do you do? Well, you're good at other things. You're good at yoga. You're good at Pilates. You're good at so many other models of training. But still, that focus did not win your game, did it? Did not make you successful. At the time it did. That's why it's not always the best way to focus, to follow one course until successful, because something will come and break it all down for you. A disruption. So we don't want to break the rules. We want to disrupt, right? Because breaking the rules is really bad. It really is, because you have to mend something that is completely broken. What is a good thing to do is break it down to break through. So you're not exactly breaking it, you're breaking it down, so you're disrupting. So what are you very, very good at? Well, break it down into compartments. I'm very, very good at training myself because I've gone from being turd to not one of the herd. I'm trying to think of something that would rhyme with turd. I've gone from turd, but I've gone out there and I became herd because I became pretty good at building my own body up. So with that, I helped people build their bodies up, right? So I focused, right? But I knew that there was a disruption somewhere in my life, and that's because of the entrepreneurial bug that we have here. Now, an entrepreneurial bug is someone that just wants to go jump there, start that up, jump there. Oh, that's a great idea. Let's jump on that and go through that, yeah? The trouble is that you're alone in that, and you can't build anything really successful alone. You need a team. Bottom line, you need a team. So you need to disrupt your own thought process. You need to get a little bit more comfortable in being uncomfortable on that fence that you're sitting on, and get yourself a coach, get yourself a team, get yourself a mentor, get yourself someone or some people or something that can really leverage your way forward. And that's what today is all about, really. It's about, what was you thinking about doing today? Don't think it, become it, be it, do it. So don't think, what am I going to do? What will I do? And while you're doing that thing, this is what I'm going to do. So what am I becomes what will I? And then when you're in the what will I, it's what I am doing right now is where I need to be. And that will champion you to becoming successful. Not the follow one course. You could do, but then there could be another pandemic around the corner. Hopefully what I'm saying is making sense. So I'm not going to edit this before I do my live this morning. So I've got a live this morning at 10:30 a.m. Right now it's stupid o'clock. It's like 6:30 in the morning. And I don't think I'm going to have time to edit this before the live. But I might do. And if I do, then it's at 10:30 a.m. and it's going to be on my Facebook page, Trainwise. And I'm giving 3 giveaways today. Today is the 3rd day of the 3-day live stream challenge set to us by a pioneered leader in our field of the fitness business, our field of the fitness sector, Mr. Jamie Alderton, who runs a company called TrainerMind, has a podcast called Money and Muscle Mindset, and TrainerMind podcast as well. A phenomenal fella who's set this group up with over 2,500 fitness professionals inside of it, and we're all being challenged for 3 days. We give away 5 things each of the first 2 days. On the 3rd day, we give away. And today is our giveaway. But disrupting, we're supposed to give away 1 thing. I'm going to give away 3 things. So if you want to join the live, 10:30 a.m. and you're going to get some free ish. So I'm not going to say the other word, the S-H-I-T. I'm going to say the ish, as in, like, you know, I'm going to control my language. I find that that's the best way. It's less controversial, you know? So let's take home some messages here. You don't necessarily need to focus. You don't necessarily need to follow one course until successful. You can sit on the fence, because being uncomfortable will force you to become a little bit more uncomfortable. And your route, your path to your success doesn't need to go one course. What will I do is what I will do, and while I'm doing it, it's because I knew I was going to do. Hopefully that makes sense. I've taken up far too much of your time. Peace and love. Have a great Wednesday.